Dude, there are so many good seasonal anime right now. Have you seen some? Oh yeah. Like that 6-shot of the Elusive Samurai, that was crazy, man. The manga was better. What? The manga was better. What? No, the manga was better. The manga was better. The manga was better. Are you okay? The manga was better. You're kind of freaking me out, man. Hey, somebody call an ambulance! The manga was better. The manga was better. Get him in the truck, quick now, go! It's gonna be okay, man. It's gonna be okay. The manga was better. What a sad, sad man. But you know, sometimes he's right. The manga is often better than the anime. Okay, sometimes. Not always, sometimes. Listen, okay? Hear me out. When talking about adaptations, books are often cited as being better than the movies. You know, and that makes more immediate sense, right? I mean, more so than comics. The visuals in books aren't defined. They're defined by your mind's eye, man. Your imagination has to take over and create all the scenes. So when they put those scenes into film, you're like, hey, that was different than what I thought that it was gonna be. All those epic vistas and landscapes and creatures, they don't often match what you had going on in here. Unless it's The Lord of the Rings, the best trilogy ever made. That's obviously different with manga. You have all the visual pieces put in front of you. The only thing that needs to get taken over is actually animating it, adding color, adding music, adding sound effects. In theory, anime should always be better than comics. Right? Wrong! It works out in theory, but not in practice. And practice makes perfect, which doesn't really have anything to do with this. But it is a saying, wisdom. As Mike Tyson said, everyone has a plan before getting punched in the face by deadlines and mismanaged studios and poor working hours. And look, for every point I make in this video, obviously there's a counterpoint, but that's not the point. The point of this video is to talk about what makes comics special. What makes manga unique? That is the focus of this video. Point numero uno. I want to talk about the viewing experience versus the reading experience. The pacing of reading is inherently different than the pacing of watching something. You have what I call active viewing and passive viewing. In a comic, you're actively reading what is going on. You're the one engaging with the material and choosing when to continue moving forward in the panels or the pages. In film, it's totally passive, you know, lie back down on your couch, grab some potato chips and chomp down. It's gonna move regardless of whether you want it to or not. The speed or flow of a movie or a TV show, I mean, they're the speed of the movie or the TV show. You see the minutes and that's how long it is. But a comic is different. It's as long as you want it to be. Or if you're a bad reader, it's really long because you don't know what the words say. What they say, I can't understand it, I can't read this thing. And if you're a good reader, you can also go slow. Or fast. I know somebody who watches comedy specials and sitcoms with subtitles on, not because they're hard of hearing, but because they like to read the punchline and interpolate their own timing into it. They think it's funnier that way. I don't really get it, but you know, good for them, and I thought I'd mention it because, I don't know, it's kind of an interesting thing to mention. It doesn't really make sense to, man, whatever. Reading is at your speed, and that's the point. The page and panel layout of a comic is also its own art form. You know, not everybody that reads books reads them because they are getting more information than the movies. Sometimes that medium is just enjoyable. And it's the same with comics. It's just fun to see drawings and panels and pages and artistry in that form. Especially when you can see in your peripheral vision what's gonna happen in a couple panels and you get really good at like not spoiling yourself. Like, oh, I'm not gonna look there yet. Oh, I'm gonna keep reading. But I saw it, but I'm gonna get there. You know, this is also why webtoons are boring. I don't wanna doom scroll my comics. Yeah, that's right, I'm saying it now. You can't stop me. Freeze! You can't stop me! Whoa man, calm down. Webtoons are bad comics. Take the shot. In a lot of ways, they're a regression of the art form. A simplification meant to adhere to a more restrictive viewing experience. And this isn't a quality of the artwork or the story. Are TikTok shorts and YouTube shorts bad inherently? No, of course not. Are they really good? Sometimes. But a vertical video has lost so much of the cinematic techniques that have been created and cultivated over time that it's never gonna beat a real movie. I mean, sure, you can have shot, reverse shot in the short, but something you can't do is pretty much anything else. Webtoons are the same way for comics. Are there good stories? Yep. Are they still fun to read? Yep. Would they all be better with more creative layouts and dynamic splash images? Yep. I said take it! May Tower of God have mercy on your soul. Ugh! The page turn is also endlessly engaging. The formation of it is designed to build up the suspense for that page turn. The anticipation. And it's your decision when to have that revealed to you. Like, have you ever been playing a video game and you know that the next area has something really exciting? A big boss, a cinematic, something, you know something's gonna happen, but you've gotta make your character cross the threshold. Hey, what are you doing? I'm reading manga. One Piece? Nice. Yeah, I just started it. Oh, you gotta watch the anime, dude. That thing is lit. Really? Yeah, it's awesome. It's so sick. I mean, I guess I can give it a shot. Well, I mean, I just started a couple months ago and like, I'm current, you know? I mean, because I skipped like everything in the beginning and I just started watching the last season, but like, I'm sure the rest of the show is the same quality. Yeah, if you can, try to find the dub. It's like really nice. Now, I know we've been talking about pacing of reading, but let's talk about pacing of story itself, because that's oftentimes different in the manga and the anime. Filler is a common problem in anime, and I've already talked about it in this video. But don't watch it yet. Watch it after this one. This one's still good. Please don't leave. But to not do that video justice, let's summarize the points a little bit. Filler is boring and bad, and it adds extra scenes that shouldn't exist, or it lengthens scenes that do exist, but it makes them longer and more boring to watch, and it like pads time. Like One Piece does this a lot, where an episode is just one chapter of manga, which like is nuts, but it stretches it out, or it adds really weird things that shouldn't exist and kind of break continuity. Filler's bad, but there's also the issue of cut content, which is the opposite of filler. It's taking things away that were in the manga and making the movie faster or something, or the anime faster. I mean, this is mostly seen in film, but it does happen in anime series. Anime films are also anime. I don't know why I said that. Akira and Nausicaa, Valley of the Wind, are great examples of this. There's no way you're getting all this information in one movie, but you're missing a lot of stuff if you don't read the manga. I mean, look at the size of this boy. Hey, big boy. Dude, I just listened to your recommendation and I watched Akira. Freaking sick, dude. I swear you'll be hooked by the first volume, but there is more. Otomo's buildings and world design is incredible, dude. You gotta see his drawings. The story in the manga actually really starts to diverge from the anime, and I think in a really good way. You get a lot more characterization and depth. I mean, look at all these pages. It really gets to go into the minds of these people. You know, for the explosion scene in the beginning, he drew every single line because he wanted to symbolize the torment of the people going through it by going through his own kind of torment of drawing a billion lines. And you can see them. And the ending is so epic, dude, you're gonna love it. You should read this. All of it. Hello? Hello in there? Hello? What can I say to this guy? He's recommending something to my face. I can't say no. Can I say no? I don't want to say no. How badly do I value this friendship? No, I hate you. Has this ever happened to you? It's happened to me, and I didn't like it very much. No, not one bit. No. I like watching movies. I'm a movie guy. I don't want to read manga. Look what I'm working with here. This is my room. This is where I live. This is what I do. You think I'm gonna read? No. I don't have anything except my friends. And if I say no to them, you know, the silly little recommendations, I might not even have that. That's why I started this company. Just say no to the recommendations.com. Just go to our website, fill out the form, submit a couple $100, and you know, we're good. I'll help you out. I will help you say no. Just say no. But you don't have to say no. We'll say no for you. If this poor sucker had contacted us, everything would be okay. But he didn't. But if he did, this is what it looked like. Let's roll back the commercial. Let's change up time. Check it out. And the ending is so epic, dude. You're gonna love it. You should read this. All of it. Oh my gosh, I'm getting a call. Hello? What? Kidnapped? What? Okay, I promise I won't read it then. Oh my goodness. Okay, sorry, it's for you. Hello? Oh. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, he definitely shouldn't read these. Maybe another time. The value of your time. You get the same story in a lot less time. A fraction of it. You know, the same story that might take 8 to 15 hours to watch in an anime can be read in a single sitting. I have read 100 chapters of My Hero Academia in the last couple days. It's all right. Lastly, instead of just cutting content or filling content, adaptations can just literally change content. The same scenes that happen in a manga can be completely different in an anime. Anime exclusive endings or rush development to finish things up suck. Promise Neverland 2, I'm looking at you. And look, the manga's not perfect either, but it is better. It is. Oh, let's talk about artistry. Artistry. Artwork can be better in manga. Yeah, there's no color, but there can be more detailed and expressive drawings. Have you ever seen an image that you just loved and you wanted to just stare at it? You know, you're in a museum or something and you stop there and you're just looking at something that's captivating you and you don't have to leave. You can stay there. You can fall in love. You can do that in manga. Sometimes you'll be captivated by a breathtaking vista of, oh, wait a second. Sorry, that's my manga. How did I get there? Silly me. No. Let's talk about real manga. Because mine's a comic book, you know, technically. Anyway, that was the point. No one's stopping you from admiring the artwork. You can sit there, stare at it, and enjoy it as long as you want, which is a nice feeling, and it's a nice experience. Less freaking censorship. Whenever something goes from the individual to the corporate, there is a longer line of people to appease. You'd think that a manga has already gone through the editing process, that everything's been okayed for viewing. You'd be wrong. Anime adaptations oftentimes censor things that they would deem too controversial. The manga of an anime is oftentimes a lot more brutal. You'll have scenes with appendages missing and people getting stabbed and a lot more blood and hurting and stuff. And like, you don't get that in the anime. Cigars and drug usage is another one. A lot of people my age will remember the Cursor Fortes dub of One Piece. Sanji is a chain smoker. I mean, he smokes a lot. But not in America. No, in America, the cigar of the caraca were replaced with a dum-dum. Your imagination plays another role when you're reading something, and that's in the voices. You imagine the voices of your characters, and what if they're miscast? What if the anime doesn't deliver the lines the way that you thought they'd be delivered? We've finally made it to the Demon Lord's lair. We've come this far. I don't know if we can take him or not, but we have to try.
Who's in my throne, Lord?
Demon Lord, submit to us.
I'm going to kill you with a sword.
I'm sorry.
You are going to die. Ha 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 ha.
Anyway, leave this video and go enjoy a good manga. Make the mundane enjoyable. Cooking? Read a manga. Driving? Read a manga. De-escalating your toxic friends from verbally abusing each other? Read a manga. Or just watch an anime. I mean, it's sometimes better anyway. Also, while we're here, do you read comics or manga? I made a comic book. Buy my book. It's good. Yeah, do whatever you want.